matter. I'm not gonna lie. Would you be offended to take that? Take that. I'm not. I don't give a shit who you are. But would you mind getting rid of that voice thing on you, or is that something only you will agree on to talk?
I don't. I usually keep this on. Does it matter?
Well, it kind of does to me because it comes down to like credentials, and if I like I said, you can keep it, but to me, I'm gonna be iffy about what you say because if you gotta like cover your voice, I'm gonna be a little iffy of what you're gonna say because we're not gonna say a fucking thing about you. Nobody's gonna record your shit. But if you feel comfortable about it, then that's you. But I'm gonna be a little iffy about what you're gonna say if you gotta cover your voice. That's all.
There you go. How's that?
That's a lot better. And if anybody here uses it, Allo or WTF uses that shit against you, I'll come and have your back no matter what. They wouldn't do that, but I respect more someone that would say something verbally without covering it than somebody that would. And I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. So go ahead, Terry. What's going on?
Oh, you can call me Gogo.
No, Gogo. Are you fucking? Is this the sister or Gogo?
No, it's not the sister.
I recognize first when he first it's Gogo from a while back. Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways,
hit me first. Hit me first. What do you got?
What's going on?
For you, or do you want me to start with Allo or you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Fuck Allo.
I'm here.
Fuck Allo. Allo's always getting attention. Fuck him.
You got news for us, Gogo.
Yeah, go for it.
For you, Nico.
Yes.
I was with Jay while Jay got Popeye's home address, family photos, and I watched him create Dark Angel. I didn't agree with it. I watched him do it.
Yeah.
Grey one's Jay, but I'm also suspecting Heidel's Jay because of stuff that's being sent to Tony, and only Jay would know that.
You mean Tony Hutchinson?
Say that again.
You mean Tony Hutchinson?
Yes.
Okay. But Tony comes off as a nice guy. I mean, maybe not nice guy, but neutral, who doesn't really do drama stuff. At least that's how it looks like.
Graham and Jay want me silenced because I know too much.
Graham and
yeah. I hate Graham. He's a fucking dick. So.
Yeah, I don't know none of these guys unless they're online. Now, let me ask you something. Do you feel like it would be a waste of time when I go to the Philippines to meet up with Jay and stay away from those characters? Is that what they do? They tend to be like have a bunch of different fucking profiles and and act like that profile, and it'd be a waste of time.
Jay's trolling goes up when his money runs out.
That's correct.
I went into Jay's MetaMask and checked all his accounts. They're all nodes which are now worth 0. They have no value. So he's desperate for money. So don't believe what you see on the stream.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
He had 300K in Atom. That's now gone down 70%. I think it's like $9 from its original price. So don't believe that bullshit stream. And that liquidity pool he's been putting into has been going down every day. So he's in big strife.
Gotcha.
Why do they want you silenced, Gogo?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened.
What
Joey
made you
got
come
upset.
on right now or decide? Okay.
Joey got upset because I had sort of a bit of an idea of what may have gone on with his daughter and Barry. Now, Jerry ran to Joey, and Joey asked Graham and Jay to get rid of me. That's how that went. The rest of me trolling Jay or whatever, that's just a cover for covering up the rest.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question. Because, that's just me. Again, that's just me. What made you come out and just, freely talk to us? I mean, I'm not going to say a fucking thing about you. Honestly, that's just me.
Yeah.
But what made you come out clean and say, you know what, I'm going to fucking uncover my voice and fucking talk to these guys, because you know how Aloe is. But I respect Aloe because I don't think Aloe is one of those people that would use this against you, unless again, that's.
Well,
I don't
hey,
think he would do that.
Nico, to be honest, I think he's here for a reason to let us know something. So obviously you don't care. But what is your attention really?
Yeah,
I will say this about Aloe. I've protected him more than one occasion. Graham 2 years ago kept harassing me to get Matthew, my friend, to hack Aloe, which I refused to do. After I did that, Graham went behind my back, and then Matthew contacted me that Graham's asked him to hack him and he doesn't want any part. And that's why Matthew went shy of the community, because even though Matthew can do whatever he likes, he doesn't want to get involved in that sort of thing. He'd rather mind his own business, stay out of the drama.
Why is Graham doing that? I mean, what's his intention? Is like the old JW vendetta related to that?
All he talks about in private is you. You're like he's got a hard on for you, Aloe.
Yeah, he's got a hard on. I figured that's what he's going to have. Dude, everybody got a fucking hard on for you. I swear to God, dude.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I don't think you're fucking that cute, so fuck off. But no, but dude, Aloe, you are the number one fucking target. I swear to God. If it's not you, it's fucking Popeye. I swear to God.
Yeah, and I'm the new one. But
and
Gogo,
WTF was the next one.
Yeah, no. Gogo remembers me a while back. I've been on his shows and shit, and I pissed him off one time.
I've been told stuff by Jay. Not so much by Graham, but Graham likes to cover for Jay. It's mainly things that Jay told me. And I will say that Bam is a fiddler.
Yeah.
Jay's been with Barry and he's been touching the girls and that, and Jay's felt funny. These are the little girls and that in the province while they're walking along. And Jay's tried to get him to cut it out and knock it off and stop touching these little girls, just leave them alone. And he felt sick to his stomach. This is what he told me. My friend Lumpy gave Barry his Netflix password. Barry only watched one thing. And you can see when you log into Netflix, the entire bar. Do you know what that one thing was that Barry watched?
What?
Cuties. That was the pedophile movie that got banned on Netflix.
I remember that. I honestly remember that. It was such a big shit about it.
It was all over the news. I remember that.
Yeah, there's more to Barry than people think.
Yeah.
Now, Jay doesn't want to be associated to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he just cares about himself. So all that stuff just gets squashed, you see.
Yeah.
Doesn't get up. So people have no clue what a real piece of shit Barry is.
Oh, I do. Dude, I met the guy, so I know, I know what you're saying, but
burn boy stuff, the cigarette burns to the girls, that's 100% true. Because I know what happened the day after. I know what happened when Matt Wilkie called Jay.
Yeah.
I know what the conversation was. I know what Matt Wilkie asked Jay to do with Barry. He did burn those girls with the cigarette. The girl crying, running to his door. You can't make up the story with all the details. The broken gate, the smash pot plant, threatening Jay with a knife the next day. It's all there. The story's complete.
Wow. Well, let me tell you, I honestly met Barry, and if I were to say, if I would disagree or agree, I would have to say that I lean more towards the conversation we're having now than the other conversation that I had when I was in the Philippines.
Nico, when I finished that stream with Whiskey about Barry burning those girls and their genitalia, when I finished that stream, Dave Knopfler received a live phone call, and it was Barry, and we could hear Barry crying in tears, broken down. When Barry then actually went live, he said, Jay sold me out.
Oh.
Wow.
He burnt those girls.
Now, you remember back then, Gogo, I was fucking hot on his tail on that shit. About the burning the baby and fucking putting cigarettes out on Filipinas and all that shit. Now, can you confirm, was that your show? Because you said Dark Knight and all these other guys is really Jay. We kind of figured that. I kind of figured that. Jay Stillman or whatever.
No, but I said, what?
Go ahead. Go ahead and speak, bud.
No, I said, what did you say? I said Jay made the Dark Angel account. I watched him do it. That's in terms of him getting Popeye.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you were asking about?
Yeah, no, I sort of was going in that direction.
I mean, we could have had Matthew do the same thing to Allo, but I stopped it.
Yeah.
It's Graham who's hungry. It's Graham that wants to take things to the next level.
And what do you think about this, Allo?
Because he doesn't have the capacity to do it. He looks for others
to do it. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that does make sense. Many of these guys do that. They use, and Matthew is like a hacking pro.
Yeah, he can. There's lots of things he can do.
Yeah, I figured.
But I mean, that's his job and job before that. So
yeah.
That's how he makes a living.
I would like to know a little bit more about what is going on in the background. I mean, like when it comes to me, of course, and others, like how do they try? I mean, what's the plan here? What's the latest? I mean, I'm aware of the fact that people are trying to find out who I am, where I am, what I do, and I most likely would pinpoint to Jay and Graham and a couple of these guys. The usual suspect, but if you have any more information than that, feel free to tell me.
Well, Graham won't go backstage with me anymore because I gave it to him in front of Tony, and Tony was disgusted because the stuff they've been saying about his wife. So, I mean, Graham knows he's done. So I don't think he's going to be on any private chats with me anymore. And Tony's pretty pissed at them because he thought they were his mates,
Yeah. Dude, it's so crazy. I hear him and I actually listen to what he's saying, and there's so much shit that's going on that we don't even know. And for him to say like these things, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And these are the same guys. See, that's why I say, Gogo, that most of these fucking guys, they're pulling out a dagger and putting in one fucking new one, and bigger than the one they took out, man.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. I'm pretty intellectual and very smart on computers also. I've got 3 to 4 pings. Are you trying to figure out where we're at? Is that guy working in the background right now?
No, I never pinged you. No. Just
I could tell you where I'm at. I'll give you my address right now.
No. What I'm saying is it's a special software that bounces back. Mine jumps. And I got that from a really good friend of mine. It could show that I'm over in Honduras. It could show I'm in Saudi Arabia, Dubai. But what is kind of weird is I've got 2 to 3 pings, and I've never gotten that before, ever.
Hey Gogo,
interesting.
Hey Gogo, where do I live? What state do I live in?
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, he probably doesn't care. But the ultimate question: what was your main reason for coming back in the stage? Were you wanting to divulge the truth, or what?
Well, because I remember the fact that Barry actually is a pedo. Who knows what happened with Joey's daughter and Barry? But I know that Joey fucking wants it squashed. They don't even want to discuss because he knows in his stomach something he fucked up. He should never have let them go together because he would know the stuff that I know from Jay as well.
Now,
Can you tell
let
us a
me.
little bit about when you refer to us the stuff that you know from Jay, like go into details and basically just like talk about everything that you want to get off your chest, and then of course the last thing would be, what do you want to happen after this?
I just wanted, because sometimes you're for entertainment value, right? And you
Yeah.
are quite entertaining, but I just wanted you guys to know there's more to this scumbag.
Yeah, I believe you.
And many people know, correct?
They
No, hardly
suspect
anyone
it,
knows because
but they
Jay and
don't know
Graham
in
want it
detail.
kept hidden. I suspect that Jay has done something with Barry. I don't know what it is, but Barry must have something on Jay, because Jay will take it so far with Barry and then he won't.
And then they stop. Yeah.
He doesn't want to be sold out as well. So he must be hiding something for Jay as well that they did.
And I'm not trying to play dumb, but Joey is the Raging Cajun, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
I want to make sure because you believe me, guys. If you tell me, unless you say the used car salesman, I wouldn't know it's fucking.
Yeah,
Jeff
I remember the
Raging.
Raging Cajun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you say Raging Cajun, I'm like, who the fuck is that? But if you say Joey, because I've heard many people say that, so I just want to make sure. Okay, I got you.
You know, I sort of regret covering Burn Boy and getting it out there because people just think it's a joke now, even though it actually did happen.
Yeah, see, that's what I say. A lot of people say these things, and they don't realize, because when it finally hits, like shit hits a fan, and it's like, oh, why the fuck would I believe you? Because you said this back 3 months ago, and now you see, and that's the thing right there.
It's just funny that this girl's going after Barry because he said something, when the reality is he's like a full-on criminal that's been like violently hurting these girls, putting cigarettes out of them.
Well,
if I can ask you something really quick, why do you think this girl now that's got these charges, do you know anything about that? I mean, you know a lot of his past. You and me have talked before about going after Obama for this burning cigarettes and shit. And I know, working in the field that I used to work in, I can tell that Obama has this personality that he enjoys controlling Filipinos. He enjoys doing this kind of crap. What is your opinion about that, or what do you know about that? You're saying that he's always had this pattern? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's obvious to me. Don't know who else it's obvious to.
Yeah. What do you think, Ellen? Take it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm somehow not surprised, but it's different when you get it, when you get it confirmed. We always saw it and we heard about it, and it was one of the things we have constantly been putting out there. But when you hear that it is actually really happening, then it's kind of different. It's really, yeah.
Jay's a fucking liar. I heard him say on his stream, like, oh, Barry never really took the money from the Sari stores like that. But the reality is, I was the one that he was coming to, because he was getting bombarded by all these Filipinos harassing his Facebook Messenger. Where's my fucking money? Because this guy borrowed it in your name. This was all behind the scenes. Yeah. It's all real.
Yeah.
And Barry ripped off multiple places under Jay's name. And Jay he exploded. He lost his temper.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy told me from the MBI that they're after him for estafa, which is for theft, big time.
Is it true that Jay is looking for Bama?
No, it's not true. And I believe it's the reason I just told you. I believe Barry's got something wrong. They just want to keep it quiet. I'm not saying Jay's done anything like what Barry's done. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's done something and just doesn't want it to come out.
And Barry knows about it. Now, do you feel that they still hang out, or they don't hang out, they have nothing to do with each other?
They don't hang out, but like I said, Jay won't say much because he
Won't
doesn't
say
want
much about family, yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
But let me just say this. This is what's funny. All the stuff that you and Aloe come out and cover, it's always like 10 times worse than what you're saying. Yet people
Yeah.
think, oh my God, and all your audience is shocked. But the reality is it's actually 10 times worse than the stuff you're saying.
So you say I got a question. You say it's 10 times worse. I know a lot of shit about Bama, but what can you give an example that would suggest or would detail 10 times worse? I'm just curious.
Well,
just summarize it.
I believe Jay's told me a lot. I don't believe Jay's told me everything. So the fact of what he has told me, I mean, what can I say?
I see. Okay. Interesting. What are you getting out of this, just personally, Gogo? Are you wanting revenge on Jay and those guys for fucking you, or what? What's the intention here? What are you trying to do?
They didn't really fuck me. They just buried their dirt.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't side with me when I came out with it for them to pay the price because they didn't want their name associated to it.
And you feel that if you're gonna fucking put you in that spot, fucking come out clean or don't make me look like a fucking asshole, but they're trying to make you look like the asshole, correct?
Exactly. That's what they've done. Everyone thinks it's just joke or just Gogo's making up stuff, when the reality is it was worse than what I even said.
Now, let me ask you a question. I mean, again, I'm not trying to, I don't overanalyze things. If they were to throw shit out there and be like, Gogo fucking's a fucking liar, I don't think it would ever get to that point because they're not going to do it. Would you ever come out and be like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? No, we need to fucking clear the fucking slate.
I could probably dig around and find evidence. Like John yesterday said he got an email from Jay with all the Popeyes details. They still like sending the stuff around. So if I wanted evidence, I'm sure I could get it. Do I want to use my time like that? Probably not.
All right.
Even if they tried to throw you against the wall.
Yeah, well, what can I say?
This is really weird. I'm getting.
I'm not saying nothing bad. It's just I'll give you an example. Let's just say, hey, this is Gogo. I want to let you know, Nico, everybody's going to throw you against the wall, but I have information for you. I would be like, well, I'm not good at this shit, but how reliable is it? And you're like, dude, it's fucking concrete. This is where they live. This is it. I wouldn't even do it.
Okay, hey, Nico, I got rid of him.
Yeah, I don't believe
okay, here's the problem. I got pinged 5 times. I think he was sent in or something. I don't know. I feel really uneasy about what's going on. So I got rid of him.
Go ahead, that's fine. Like I said, I'll give my.
What do you think about it? What do you think about it, Aloe? The vibe.
It just didn't feel right.
I do not know. I mean, the information itself that he gave us, I would say, that's probably true. But his
if he says something later, if he says something later, I'll just say, oh, we accidentally cut the stream. See, that's he can't. You know what? Well, here's the thing. I didn't tell him. Well, fuck you. I don't believe you. I wanted to leave it as an all of a sudden drop and kicked out.
Yeah.
Because that looks like it's technical. But let me tell you something. For the last 6-7 years, I've been out here fucking around, and a guy gave me this special software. And what it does is it puts you in different locations. Yeah. And what's weird is I've been on here talking to Aloe all the time, and that I've never seen that fucking red light. And what it does is it says that someone's trying to find your fuck, I'm brain dead right now.
I'm using software to find you without that ping.
What did you? I didn't hear that. What did you say?
I just said I'm using software that finds you and makes you feel that there is no ping at all.
Wait, say that again. Say that again, Aloe. I didn't. Everybody's talking.
I said I use software that can find you without that ping.
hey, fuck you, Aloe.
Hey, but gentlemen, listen for a second. If ever anyone asks us if it was Terry that came on the backstage, all we will say is it was just some troll who pretended to be Terry.
Yep.
He didn't say anything. So this shit here never ever happened.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you something, Aloe. I'm a very honest person. I started using some shit on my phone. What I would do is I wouldn't deny that we had a conversation. Well, again, this is be up to you guys. I'm not gonna say a fucking thing if you guys tell me don't say shit. But a lot of times I could use. I have 3 phones right now, Aloe.
Yeah.
And I could easily record this conversation.
I actually recorded it, to be honest with you.
See, there you go. So I would say...
here's the thing about... I know Gogo Bobo. I've been on a lot of his shows. I was fighting Bama. I was fighting Jay. I was fucking going at it back there. And I've got this instinct, you know, this could be a coincidence thing because... You got another phone on?
No.
You got an echo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me hold on. I have nothing right now. I swear to God. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going live right now, bro.
I'm going live right the fuck now while you're talking.
It's just
fuck you.
Let me tell you something.
Fuck you, Nico.
I actually believe him. I believe him.
Yeah, I do too.
You know why? Because I think that what the message here was, Aloe and the others, WTF, Nico, they all bash these other dudes, and it's just all banter and entertainment. But actually, after so many years, they must be right. Because these guys are on the other side and they saw the fucking disgusting shit that's going down and they realize maybe it's really true what we do, that we are not the bad guys. And I know dozens of guys. I know dozens of over the course of RRR, there were people who said, you know what, I didn't like you guys because I thought you were talking shit, but everything you say about the stolen money, about the abuse, it's actually right on the money and I know it and therefore I come out and I support you. And for Gogo Bobo to undo that software, I think that was something where he said, guys, I want you to trust me. Because he addressed us and said the first thing he said is like, I come in peace, you know, before you, because he knows that we would have probably yelled at him and fuck you and the fucking piece of shit, because he knows that he is not our guy. Because I don't like that fucking dude, to be honest with you.
No.
And I was looking for that guy. I was looking for that guy. I wanted to know who is this guy. But if I had to take a bet, I'm telling you, he might say the truth, but in the same time, he might have been he might have been using some sort of a software to do what you just said he did, because I heard him clicking in the background. I don't really know.
Exactly.
And then you said, but there was a ping.
It's okay, Aloe. It's going through my stream, so he's not going to get you. He was trying to figure me out. My software
but that's fine, because I'm really in Manila.
It didn't find... Yeah, he didn't find nothing. So, but what I'm asking you, Aloe, is should I have kicked him off or let him speak more?
Look, if you if you feel something is not okay, if you feel you have that fucking gut feeling there,
I have
always
a gut feeling
fucking listen to that.
Me.
Despite whatever tells you, and I will never hold that against any of you guys. If you feel something, because there's a reason for that. Maybe sometimes I don't see it, sometimes you see it, but always choose. When you don't know left or right, and going left means trust, and go right doesn't trust, always take fucking right. Never trust.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him verbally anything, and you guys listen to me. The reason why I chose to do it that way is because I didn't want him to think that we're all against him for him coming out. I want him to still feel comfortable. And the reason why is we can say, oh, fuck the stream, the internet, it just
And
kicked
actually, we have
everybody
something
off.
on him. We have something on him. I'm not
Exactly.
going to use that, but I recorded this. I just want you guys to know that I'm recording this right now. So if you want me to stop
That's
the
good.
record, I'm going to stop this.
Whatever you feel, I trust you, Aloe. It's
Yeah.
fine.
But
But I
I'm
have
not
none to
going to
hide. But
use that against anyone here.
Oh,
But the
shit.
fact,
Hold on a minute.
yeah.
Private chat. Is that him again? Oh. What the hell?
If it's
I
him.
recorded to. Oh, it is.
Yeah. What is
Hold on a
it?
minute. It's Aloe Bro.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, there he is. It got cut off. Because I know they can hear in the background.
Yeah.
What's up, Terry?
No way. I'm not interested where you are. I couldn't give a shit, to be honest.
But I believe you, Gogo.
Yeah, we believe you.
Do you know how long I kept all this shit in? Didn't tell anyone. Now I fucking turn my voice change off for you assholes. Give me some respect.
Yeah, that's why, and I give him credit for that. I honestly, guys, I really mean that. I really mean that.
Listen, Gogo, you gotta understand. Everybody's got a fucking motive. I'm not saying you do. Listen, I don't know you from fucking Sam. I'm just telling you, if we had to analyze everything all the way around, you could have heard the whole thing, and I'm being honest to you from the fucking get. I'm not taking none of the shit I said back. All right? None of us, I don't think any of us will. But you gotta understand, if you had a motive, I'm gonna be thinking, and if I was in your position, you would be doing the same thing. So if you would have done it different, that's you. So I'm not gonna take none of the shit I said back, and I'm gonna stick with what I said. Now, do I think you're lying? I think there's always a motive for something. And do I think you're in it for something? Of course, everybody's in it for something. You're in it for what? They fucked you over or whatever. Do I think you do it? I can't speak for them. If you want to know my address, do I think you're pinging us? Do I think you're fucking around? I don't know. But am I going to?
I'm not getting, okay.
Yeah.
Nico, I'm not getting. Yeah. I'm not getting any hits now. Now, here's the thing. There's two theories. It's not him. It's just someone that's in the background that has been paying attention to the chat. And until we end this stream, it's still technically live. Yeah. And they can still ping. So it's okay. I just don't want them to think that it's him. I'm just going to, I'm going to tell you, we were talking and we're having, if I was you, I would be thinking half, 3/4 of this shit. All of us were fucking thinking, dude. And I'm not gonna lie, and I want him to know. I did kick you off. I wanted to test because I was getting hit. It's still lit up after you left, and now I figured he will come back if he's really serious about what he was trying to say. If not, then he's a troll. And I was gonna ask you that question before he popped in. I was like, well, if he really wanted to come back in, he would have came back in. But he has his reasons not to fucking come in. So,
let's just say we have some trust issues here. But it's fine.
No,
he's
back.
Fine.
Yeah, Alo.
Yeah. I know the game. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Nico, what'd you say? What'd you say, Gogo?
Oh, I didn't know.
I know the game. Don't worry about it. I've seen. I've had a lot worse.
Oh, no.
No, I know, but we don't want you to think. Not that. Honestly, dude, even if we cared, but I give a shit because I will tell you, I think you're in it. You're in it for a good reason, but everybody has a motive, and all the shit we were talking about. I'm pretty sure
what shits me the most, Nico? These guys that I've been hanging around with for years, they're always like, Aloe doxes everyone, runs around doxing everyone. What do you fucking do to Popeye? What makes you fucking disgust me? Like, the double talk of Graham gives me the shits, to be honest.
I hate Graham with the passion.
You see, I don't know nothing about fucking Graham. I don't know. I really don't.
Me and Graham went at it just to give it...
Do you have access to any of the Discords that they are in?
I'm on Discord, but not for that purpose.
Okay.
What, you do have access, though?
Of course I do.
Okay. And would you be willing to share screenshots of shit that you've heard that we can actually. I don't think, dude. I
I
go
would
for
have
fucking
asked the
broke.
same question, Nico. You.
Yeah, fuck that, yo. Go, Bobo. Don't fucking be hiding shit, motherfucker. Throw that shit the fuck out there, man. I ain't gonna fucking say you got that shit from you. Dude, throw that shit. Don't be a fucking asshole, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna send a special agent over to Thailand and get you.
Yeah.
That would be
At
the
least
fucking
at the
end
very
of the
least, what I've
community.
given you is when you guys are mouthing off, now you know what you're actually saying is actually fucking true.
What'd you say?
Well, I never said I would never do. Even we all agreed that.
Well,
there's a lot
Aloe
of
then,
ways to say this
and
shit.
Aloe's having his little entertainment party now. Now he knows that everything he's saying is actually true and worse than what he's saying.
Yeah.
So
Who? Wait, I'm confused with all the talk. Gogo, repeat it again.
When Aloe's having his little bitch fest about Jerry and Barry and fucking Jay and whoever else, he knows it's all true now and worse than what he's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So can I ask you one thing? What I want to know, does Jay? I think I heard you say it earlier, but everybody was talking. Does Jay have the same fetish as Bama does for these young girls?
I don't think so, because Jay felt disgusted in telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think he's worried as hell about being associated. That's what I think.
Now, here's why I believe everything, because there's a video out, you've seen it, that Frank posted out of Barry sitting in a cafe, and he was sitting there putting his hands down a little girl while sitting there, and he was asking the girl if she had any friends to come back to his house later. And I've always had this gut feeling about Barry that wasn't right. And like I
think
said,
what you just described speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yo,
that fucking guy's disgusting piece of shit.
I'm sitting here listening to this shit. I'm like, when I met him, dude, I cannot tell you how much I'm like, yo. And I'm honest, no matter what the
Nico,
fuck.
if you meet him, you better break him in fucking half. That's all I'm saying.
I met him, and I did not, let's just say, I hung out with several boss men, and I choose my people that I hang out closely. And have you ever saw me with a video with talking about several boss men? Yes. Have you ever heard me talking about anybody else? No. Because there's a reason why I don't hang out with people, bro. And I don't get a good feeling about many people.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what people would say if they know about this here? I mean, it would be fucking mind blowing.
Fucking go nuts,
They would just fucking mind blowing.
Those people that spend hours going around online, long forming channels to get them taken down, and they go through the long procedure where they got to fill out all the forms. Fucking Jay was doing that backstage. I had to fucking watch him doing it.
Hey,
like on my channel here?
Doing it to who? Doing it to who, though?
He did it to all your channels. Not all of them get flagged or taken down, but some of them did.
Hey, Gogo, I got a question, Gogo. Ready? Do you know any information of people when I go to Thailand or I go to the Philippines that I can go and fuck with them and make a live show so Aloe and you and fucking Whiskey Tango
actually,
can
we can never. Actually, the way how I see it, we can never really talk about this in public because I won't. I mean, it's basically if we look. Just give you my 2 cents here.
But Aloe, there's got to be Gogo is telling this shit. It's not going to do any good if we don't publicly go out. We just won't name
I would like to ask Gogo 2 things. What does he want us to do? I want to ask, what do you want us to do with the information? Because at some point they will try to figure it out. But I think it's going to be very hard for them to figure it out because they don't think of Gogo working together with me. It's kind of like It's
They
kind
won't.
of like
No.
the
They're not going
Arabs
to
and the
figure it out.
Jews starting to work together, right? Or the Nazis
No.
and the blacks are in cahoots. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen. So that's why there's a credibility here. The thing is, what I'm interested in is and to be honest with you, Gogo, is you could be a source of information. You could be a source of information. I don't think that the trust level among all of us here towards you and us is high, because you also can't really know what we are going to do with this. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to fuck this up. But if you have information or not, I would be interested to work together with you and build that into our live streams one way or the other. Of course, we cannot come out and say, okay, we're going to send you a screenshot of this or that Discord group. But the thing is, how do you
Fuck
see
that
this?
shit.
Would you is that something you would consider under certain circumstances, or would you say no, you can't do that, you're not a snitch, basically? So where do you
Well,
stand on that?
first of all, I'm not a snitch. They fucked me over to cover up Joey's situation with his daughter, so I'm not a snitch. They chose to fuck me. That's on them. So I'm no snitch. Let's
Yeah.
just clarify that.
Yeah.
Mhm. So my instinct
And
about
second of all, I don't really want to get, no offense, I don't really want to jump in with you guys because I'm sort of got my own little group. We don't usually get into this. We usually talk about other stuff. Like
Yeah.
we'll cover the community, but like me and Tony, we just talk about our own stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not really. And for me, I'm cool with that. I don't really want to come on board. Hello.
No, not
Yeah.
publicly. Not publicly. But there is now a communication between us, and it's something that I think I would always want to keep that secret. I always want that this is something that nobody would know about, and it's actually only the four guys right now, right here, who know about this. And if anyone asks me, so did Terry really come on, that I'm always going to say no. And if I see you somewhere publicly,
it was
I will
a
always
troll.
say, Gogo Bobo is a fucking idiot, Gogo Bobo is a fucking loser. Because that's the line that I always used when it comes to you. So I will never change
Yeah.
that. I'm never going to give any hint or something that we are working together, because I do believe that there are clever, I mean, not clever, but the other guys are also not stupid, and at some point they will observe and see, maybe we pissed Gogo Bobo off, and where do you go when you want to snitch on us?
Well, I mean,
Maybe he forwarded info on us to the other side, because we cannot
Yeah.
just do the next show and say, hey, we have info on Bama, he really indeed, with Jay and stuff like that, because it's not going to look good on us.
Okay, how about we work it like this?
Yeah,
I know he isn't considered a snitch, okay, Gogo? I've worked with you before. You and me have talked about going after Bama.
That was the wrong term. I would say giving us information, because it's not being a snitch, because
Well,
when the
how
people
about this?
actually
How
turn your
about this,
back
Aloe?
on you, yeah.
How about this, Aloe? Like he's doing right now. We have a live stream. We do our thing, and if he comes in the background, we just talk to him in the background if he has something he wants to tell us, and then we'll talk to him like this after the show.
Yeah.
If it's going to be beneficial to go after Bama.
Yeah. But I will not use information that he gives us, because actually the information that he gives us is not the new information. It's just a confirmation that the things that we believe are true are worse. That the abuse
I don't think so. I don't think you knew, Aloe, that's not true. I don't think you knew about Bama's fiddler tendencies. I don't think that's something you were aware of. I think you knew about the other stuff, but I don't think you knew about his interest in the kids. But unless you found out another way.
Yeah, I did not know that. No. I mean the stuff
Man,
that he said
he's
about
a
Netflix
fucking-
and basically being
I couldn't
pedophile.
come
He's
on
a fucking scumbag. I hate
If I
guys
came
that are
on as
pedophiles.
Gogo Bobo with my voice modulator and started calling Barry a pedophile, how do you think that would have gone down on your show? Your show would have
nobody would have believed it.
Whiskey would have lost his channel, and then you would have had nowhere to go. That's why I had to come on after.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, I'll make you a deal, Gogo.
100%. 100%. I'm with you.
I'll make you a deal, Gogo.
Don't
I'll
you
even
think
throw it at Aloe.
Don't you think for a second that Jay's not waiting to flag your fucking channel, and also Graham Whiskey?
Yeah.
They're waiting to take this channel down. I won't even be surprised if it's gone next week. They took my channel down 3 times, Graham and Jay.
What would they long
Well,
for
I
it
got,
for?
I got,
What
a,
what
I
what
got a
was
Like
the key
hate
proposal.
things?
speech or what? Or like sexual
What,
content, or what would they long for?
You know all the shit the boys talk about. They go for anything, racial,
Anything racial, anything at all.
things, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what's your opinion about Ricky? How does he fit into all of this? Because like Ricky is like close to Bama and does his own thing, and it's the new kid on the block, and what's your take on Ricky?
Ricky Trump.
Hey, I got a proposal. Aloe. Dude, when I tell you, Aloe, what I'm about to propose, I swear to God, you're gonna get on on the wagon. Ready?
Yeah.
If you, oh God, this is gonna be so fucking good. I think even Gogo was gonna go for it. I
Go for
swear
it.
to God, if you guys can make it fucking happen. Spit it out. Now, I'm not a rich guy, and I'll make it there eventually by September. If you guys can make it happen, then everybody's like, well, I have a guy. You could even use me. I don't give a fuck. Nico's gonna go over there and punch fucking Bama's teeth out, fucking knock out fucking Ricky Drama and fucking Frank. Dude, I will get 2 out of 3 out of the way.
Hello, Ricky's soft. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Everybody soft.
I mean, who goes to a Philippine jail and declines 10 offers for fixing your problem because you don't want to get someone hurt? So he's got a big heart. Even though he's trying to fuck you, Aloe, he's a bit soft, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I hate that soft word. I hate soft. Yeah, dude, Aloe, you got to make it happen. You got to make that shit happen. I want to go over there and beat the fuck out of everybody. I swear to God, I go to jail. But I go to jail, I'll get fucking blacklisted.
Because
Dude,
this thing here is
so
being
fucking
recorded, I
irritated.
would say I would never do such a thing. I want to go on record. I would never encourage something like that. But if we wouldn't be recording this, I would probably say something else. Let me just add you here something to give you an update. It's looking good for Fazio actually, because Ricky was at the prosecutor's office yesterday afternoon. Fazio called me back, and prosecutor asked Ricky a couple of questions. Why is your channel not around anymore, and what's the reason why it's gone? Why do you not know? And then the other question was, were you ever referred to as Richard Charles Jarrett in any of the live streams of Michael Thomas Fazio? And he also had to say no. And then the prosecutor ended the hearing after around 10 minutes and said, we will give you 3 days to respond to the affidavit of Fazio. So again, in probably 2 weeks, we will know if the cyber libel case has been thrown out or not. And I tend to believe, before the meeting, I would always say it's like 50-50, but now I think 60% Fazio is off the hook. But let's see what happens, because that's the thing that Ricky put a lot of work in, and I hope that we are able to score a victory.
Well, you know Ricky's on another channel, don't you, Aloe? And he was weighing up about pissing off to Thailand again.
Yeah, the bullshit. No, the big shot travel. Bullshit travel. The big shot travel.
No, I don't know if they got a lean against him or not for leaving the country. I don't know if they can even get their shit together, even if it's supposed to be in the system.
Actually, what Ricky wrote in his affidavit, he said that Fazio basically defamed him using and referring to him terms such as slob, Ricky Drama, the slob, and then there's a whole list of fucking insults like the slob is just about fucking Thai prostitutes and is fucking away his money for beer and whores, or everybody who is associating with the slob is a piece of shit, something like that. There's like 4 pages of it, and then the links, and it's written, and then the links, and then Ricky would explain that he has spent hours to edit this shit, and then there's even more out there. And Ricky claims that he is some sort of a a decent content creator who just documents his travels throughout the world, and Michael Fazio is out there to besmear his good name, something like that. And look, I go on the record here, I'm not on Fazio's team because I like the guy. Fazio knows that. I just think that we have a real chance here to do some damage and to put away one of the bad guys. And I want to be fucking part of that, right? I mean, team victory.
That's right. That's right.
Just don't let him show any of those videos of him banging the pot on his head and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Who would have fucking thought that we would ever be on a fucking panel here together with the famous Gogo Bobo? It's fucking history. It's fucking history,
Ricky
and nobody even knows about it. I mean,
Ricky
this is
sitting down with a bar girl, Aloe,
huh?
with Gilda. Sitting down with his bar girl with Gilda. Sitting them next to each other. Richie's smoking and Gilda's just like rolling her eyes sitting next to this bar girl.
Yeah,
You know,
I
at some
remember
point,
that.
at some point, I'm honest about that. At some point, I thought Gogo Bobo is Jerry Rizzo, and Jerry Rizzo was really pissed about that. It's like, Jerry, it's you, right? I mean, it would sound exactly the same. And now that I hear a real voice, it's not too far from each other. Maybe it's just because I hear the Australian accent, but it's the same shit that's happening now with me. Everybody thinks that I'm that Alan Fry guy because everybody thinks.
I got email, oh, Aloe, is this? And I just sent him an email back, you fucking wanker, that's not Aloe, piss off.
Well, if we're being recorded, I'm like, Aloe, I'm just fucking around. I mean, I'm trying to get the fucking Philippines at anybody's fucking dime. I don't give a fuck who's dime. No, I'm just joking. I don't condone violence at all. I really don't. So,
and you know, but okay, let me.
But if you want to pay me, I might think about it. I'll think about it. No.
On a serious note, you know 100% that Jay and Graham are trying to take my show down.
Well, they're gonna try.
Wouldn't also be other shows. I've always seen it.
You got a bad echo, Nico.
Oh, hold on. Let me get out. Like I'll be right.
They took my channel down 3 times, and then I just said fuck it and just started using Tony's channel.
Yeah.
Right, but what were you saying that was? I mean, but you said they're going to try mine.
Oh, they would have already. They would have already.
Yeah, they would have done that already by now. WTF, I tell you that. Graham is one of the guys who is big in that, long forming and shit like that. I know about that. I mean, Graham is.
But you know what? My buddy told me it's really hard on the live shows versus videos to get it unless you're just flat under the new guidelines that YouTube has now, because people are just doing it randomly and trying to fuck people. And they're very picky because, like you were saying, if they're wrong, then they nail you for giving a false report.
No, they don't nail you. That's in your head. It just doesn't get flagged. There's no repercussion to them.
So you'll never know about it. It just gets denied. They just don't send you saying it's not approved.
You only get notified when something goes through.
But you know what? I've got like 10 videos up. As long as 2 hours, me, Aloe, everybody, and nothing's came to my email or anything.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that they didn't try. I mean, they will try anyway. I mean, they will say, like Aloe said something about fucking cows, and then they will just, take the timestamp. Or when we said, we are going to kill people, or something like that, and then they will say it's violence.
Given their reaction, Joey thinks something happened. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone to that trouble.
Yeah. I mean, Joey's version of these events was they were partying, had a good time, and all of a sudden, Bama was leaning over to a friend of his wife, and he said, "Hey, don't you like this?" And he was like touching her, and then the woman said, after. "No, it's." That
was after.
Yeah, and then
a few days before that was when he left the daughter alone with Barry, and he knows he fucked up and he's ashamed of it.
Yeah. You think he made attempts, but did something happen? And when that means something happened is like sexually, like or
Well,
just
he
fond?
seems to think so. He thinks so.
And
Whether
his
or not
daughter
what his
never.
daughter said,
Uh,
who knows what his daughter said to him?
yeah.
I don't have that information.
How old
But
is his daughter, by the way? By the time this might or might not have happened, I mean that was like 3 years ago, right?
4 years ago, because it
4
didn't
years
come
ago.
out straight away, did it?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was all the talk about. Bama hired Joey's daughter to get his dress and I mean his clothes washed. That was then, right? That was that incident.
Yeah. You
Uh,
know who snitched on me, don't you? You know who snitched on me? It was Jerry. Jerry came to my stream, got me talking about Joey's daughter,
yeah,
sent a message to Joey, and then Joey was on Jay's panel waiting for me to arrive. The whole thing was orchestrated.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That motherfucker.
They think I don't know because I went along and I did a show pretending it was about me trolling Jay because that's their throw off that they wanted everyone to think. They wanted to think the reason why we're getting rid of Gogo is because he was trolling Jay because Joey didn't even want the issue raised.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know,
They're smart, but they're not that smart. But
yeah, I understand. We tried actually to talk about. You know, we tried to somehow provoke Graham a little bit, but it was more like banter, talking about.
Well, Graham hits his wife. You know that. No, I'm serious. I've tested it with.
Is his wife a Filipina?
Drunk and he hits his wife. Yeah, go on, Whiskey.
Yeah, is his wife a Filipina?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The cops have been to, by his admission, the cops have been to his place multiple occasions. Graham's place.
Is he in Australia or in the Philippines?
Philly.
Wow.
Do you know where he's at now? I mean, at that
He used
restaurant.
to boast to me. He used to boast to me, Ale, about screaming at Filipinos, threatening to smash their heads in. He would boast to try and look tough. He likes to be thought of as the big alpha male, even behind the scenes. So he tells me all this shit, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you're assaulting Filipinos. Interesting.
But he's in the Philippines.
I didn't say that.
Like
I'm saying that's
right?
what's going through my head. Like, interesting, you know. It's
I think
interesting.
He's somewhere in the La Union, San Fernando area, I believe. You know, the wife has a like a seafood restaurant, like an eatery or something like that.
She might have an eatery or something. I know Grant. Oh man, the amount of times he would get on in private, he'd just absolutely be plastered, absolutely wasted. He's drunk, drunk to the point where he can't even talk.
I've talked to him before when he was drunk.
I have never spoken to any of these guys. The only one I have spoken to has been you, Aloe, Popeye, and you, fucking Gogo. That's it. Or Jay online.
There's a lot of history you need to know about that goes back many years. And I've dealt with it.
How do you know all the shit gets pushed, Aloe, about Graham's seemed to take a liking to giving out candy in the provinces back in the day, like 5 years ago, and that was never got talked about.
Skittles. Well, that's a joke.
No, tell me what you know about that, Aloe.
There's a fucking double
there is.
there, Nico.
Yeah, that was a bad
I got a fucked up line, bro.
What do you know about that, Aloe?
About
with Graham giving out candy in the provinces. Like
I do not know. I do not know anything about that. The only thing that I know is that it's news to me that girl with that seafood eatery restaurant, whatever it is his wife now, and but I was told that he was somewhere in the San Fernando area outside of La Union, and that he rents a place that's like a few hundred meters away from that seafood restaurant or eatery, and that he arrived in the Philippines just one day before the lockdown, and ever since didn't leave the country. And then I think it's like 2.5 years now, and in a few months he has to do the visa run, and that's about it.
Oh, that's something that I got told by Graham. His little friend that used to always talk about. Trying to think of his name. The one with the the degree that Waze tries to show it or whatever. Military background. Trying to think of his name now.
Eric?
No, the other one with the big
JW?
mouth. That's it.
Gibby?
JW. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go on.
yeah, those guys. Yeah, you know, they that's their clique, I guess. Yeah.
He still watches, still around. He still works with Graham all the time. He's just not showing himself.
JW?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got figured that.
Yeah. That's due to reasons because he has a dive business now. I am sure you heard about that and know about that, and he wouldn't really be happy about getting his name dragged into this again. I think that's one of the reasons, because it wouldn't be good for business, I believe.
Guys, yeah.
Is there a
think
way?
he's-
Well,
Is there a way how we can
Go ahead.
contact you, Gogo? I mean, anything like something we can do if we feel like we need to talk,
like a
or is there some
throwaway
back?
email.
Not necessarily that. If you don't want to
email.
give us an email, like something like, if I don't know if you have a channel, or if you would like comment on our channel, and then you would just comment under, I don't know, any other name, and then just say, oh, this was a good live stream or something like that, and then we know, okay, he wants to talk to us, and then we might throw out the link or something.
Before I pissed you off,
Yeah.
I was the guy that initially made contact with you about our little pedophile nigger. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
So if you still got that fake account on Facebook, yeah, I guess I can contact you.
Yeah, just drop me a message then.
Something
You know
Wilson.
mine, like my FB account, right?
Something Wilson, that guy's name. And then my guy Gypsy that you also talked to, I'm wearing that. He he fucking smashed that guy.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think he ever got to the Philippines.
Yeah. But anyway, when you have something to say, or if there's a way to talk, then other than here, I mean, we can do it here. But what I mean is, if we need to reach out to you, if there's a way to get a hold of you.
There's a bad echo again.
Sorry.
Nico is having a fucking blast recording everything like on 4 cell phones. He knows it's a fucking historic moment right here.
I wouldn't even know how to fucking function for fucking cell
What you
phone.
need to mute everything but the one you're on now. That's
He
why there's
needs to
feedback.
mute everything.
No, I
except
don't
the
have
StreamYard.
anything. It's just every time I come online, it fucking echoes or does something.
It must be a bad connection.
Yeah, I'm using my cell phone because I might not get to bed.
Or get
you,
yourself,
Ally.
Gogo, just get yourself a Proton Mail. We all use, I mean, I don't know about Nito, but you all use the Proton Mail emails. It's pretty safe.
Yeah,
I think.
Proton is the most secure.
Yeah.
Who served Sunshine Shoulders the immigration papers?
Who's Sunshine Shoulders?
Are you kidding
I
me?
don't know what the fuck that is. Sunshine? No.
It's the guy that just put out the video about plundering the girls in the Philippines.
I have seen him commenting, but I'm not familiar with his content.
Well, that's because you're not black. You see, he won't talk to you unless you're black.
No, you said the name of the show is Sunshine Shoulders, or what's the name of the show?
You know what Sunshine Shoulders, boots on the ground.
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
I need to. I'll be right back. I got to go get some milk.
Milk. He likes drinking white shit.
No, I'm joking.
You dirty motherfucker.
Little friend told me that Baguio reported him for immigration.
Sunshine.
So he got investigated by the NBI.
Who got investigated by the
Hey,
NBI?
Nico.
Sunshine Shoulders.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. He's black and he's tall.
Were you involved in the LA, were you?
Jesus
No, weren't you?
Christ. I mean,
sunshine.
why does
fucking
Graham have
tall.
such a hard on for us? I mean, it's been fucking years now. I mean, we have not been talking about the guy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just like, wow. I mean, like, really.
It's all
That's
funny,
quite.
isn't it? Until you find out the laundry's not clean. It's all fun and games.
Yeah, well, it's exactly correct, and like Ella was saying earlier, I'm just really surprised the three of us are sitting here talking to the infamous Gogo Bobo.
I mean, if you really wanted to get Barry, you'd need to get hold of those girls that he burned with his cigarette and that he threw across the room and all that, and drag them. Actually, there you go. Aloe, since you're recording,
Yeah.
this is something that Jay told me. Grab the bitch by the hair and dragged her across the room. This is Jay's testimony.
Actually, I heard about that because Mike, no, not what's his name, Matt Wilkie, told me that there was an incident that happened, with the dragging thing and girls and stuff like that. But never did he mention anything about minors and
Well,
stuff
I'll tell you what happened. He took her in the room, right? And this one felt uncomfortable, didn't want it. He took her clothes off. He got the cigarette out. She tried to run. He grabbed her. They had a scuffle. Then he grabbed her by the hair, dragged her out of the bedroom, through the kitchen, and Jay was in the kitchen and saw it.
Oh, wow. And she was a minor?
And just so you know, everyone thinks, oh, that one time that's linked to the fence and the girl running to bash on Jay's door crying. No. Jay told me this has happened 3 times, 3 accounts.
Wow.
It's not just the time of the fence with Matt Wilkie. Matt Wilkie probably doesn't even know about the other couple of times. He probably never even got told.
Yeah. Because he only talked about one incident, and then Matt Wilkie was over in Spain, and then I asked him, hey, there's a lot of rumors going around, and I would like to know what's going on. And then he said, no, Barry didn't leave any debts, at least not at the debts for him. But as far as the rent is concerned, and the water bills and the electricity, but something has happened. The in-laws of Wilkie told him that guy has to go because there was like a fight between him and the woman. And I always thought like he got drunk and then probably there was a fight, like an argument about something, but but
well,
I never.
The issue is, what's Jay going to say? Because he's telling me these, so he's witnessed it, so he doesn't want it to get to the point where, yeah, I was there, I was standing there, because people would be like, why didn't you report it? What were you doing there? And why were you living with that person?
I can see
you
that.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
So he's like, Graham, I don't want this shit out. Let's just burn Gogo and not have this discussed,
Are these
If
girls
I may say one
minors
thing,
or
go
not?
ahead.
What do you think? Are these girls minors?
Well, I know that the last one, she may have been 18, but it's borderline. These weren't the pedophile events. These were the just burning the young girls. I think they were of age, but I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Like
I do
borderline.
remember though he was screaming all night to Jay, I fucking paid, and screaming and crying and shaking the gates and I paid. Because you see, he'd paid for this girl to come in the taxi that he assaulted. And Jay didn't pay for her. Now, Barry's only got a little bit of money, and when he spends it on a hooker, that's it.
All right, y'all motherfuckers gotta get me to the Philippines. This is gonna be fucking good fucking content. I'm gonna follow that motherfucker everywhere in videotape.
They will never ever talk about this shit. You'll never hear them. It's all being buried, mate, and that's where they want it to stay.
Why did they all of a sudden turn on you? What's up with that?
No, they didn't turn on me. Joey asked them to do it. I was talking. I've already been through this. I was talking about the incident with Joey's daughter and that there was more to it. Jerry ran to Joey. Jerry the fairy did his fucking little snitch job. Ran to Joey. Joey contacted Graham. Graham contacted Jay. And who's waiting for me at the panel? Joey.
Interesting.
Someone that hasn't raised their voice in 2 years was waiting for me at the panel.
I hate fucking Jerry the Fairy. He's known as the Valencia Hobo now. So, I hate that motherfucker with a passion.
He's got a complex, needs to be better than everyone else, needs to one up. You can't have a conversation with him because if you say you've bought this car, he'll say he's bought a fucking limo.
Well,
Yeah, that's
no,
exactly
if
who
you
he
say you
is,
bought
yeah.
a car, if
He
you
has a
say you bought a car,
helicopter.
he'll find. Well, no, if you say you bought a car, he'll find a reason why that is no good and what he has is better or
Exactly.
something.
Why you
Yeah,
have to
right.
lease it? Why it's stupid to lease it? I mean, why it's stupid to have a car in the Philippines?
Right, like when I say they got a house in the Philippines, he'll say,
That's
it's just
stupid.
absolutely stupid to invest in the Philippines. It's like the fucking idiot.
It's
The motherfucker
almost
is-
borderline pathological.
I
man.
wish I
This
could
guy.
take my.
surfs the internet, right? Looking for whoever will listen to his shit so he can look good,
Yeah.
right? Whichever channel he can get on. Because he'll go on any channel. I've seen him on the fucking Black American expat channel spewing
Yeah,
his shit.
I've seen him on there too. Yeah, I've seen him on there.
But you know, he's
This
actually used to that because he actually grew up in the fucking hood. No, actually, no, seriously, he he's-
in Chicago.
he talked
Yeah,
about
Chicago.
it with that other guy from Florida.
What, that
I wonder
fucking
if-
special ed guy? It sounds retarded.
Yeah,
You're
you know
friends
that
with-
has that bee as an avatar.
He sounds fucking simple.
Yeah, it's like.
Wait, guy, you're talking guy did it on his
You're cutting out there,
early-
Double.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
now
the guy that gets on and says to Jay that you're awesome, man. You're awesome, dude.
Oh,
Is that guy?
yeah.
Yeah, the guy who
Yeah,
said,
that guy.
"Kev, I love you. Kev, I really love you."
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he kept
special.
saying-
He's just high and also special. And I don't know why you guys even entertain him. I don't even see the relevance.
We
of
don't
him.
even go, dude. We don't go to that fucking channel. Me and Kevin had a major fallout. Fuck
Saw him
Kevin.
on fucking the Slubs channel. Kevin. Saw him on Kevin's channel.
No. Yeah, no. Me and Elo have seen him over there. He's over there sucking dick on.
I think it was this morning.
that channel.
Was it not this morning?
Yeah. And he also goes to 40K Ben's channel.
You know why Kevin fucked you guys off his channel, don't you? You must know.
It's probably
what
because
again?
Kudanian told him not to have us
The
on again.
fucking, no, it's nothing to do with Jay, mate. The fucking video's still up on fucking Jay's channel. Jay told Kevin, don't entertain him. Don't fucking entertain him. And because Kevin saw a girl on fucking Jay's channel and started saliving, he thought, better to side with Jay because I got a shot at talking to this girl at some stage. And the fat slub followed fucking Jay's directive. You don't believe me? Go and watch the fucking video. It's
Because
still
I
up.
knew somebody was talking to Kev. I know Kev is not a decision maker. Kev is just somebody
No, he
that
isn't.
listens to people
Let's get
telling
it clear
him
though,
shit.
Elo. It wasn't fucking Jerry the Fairy, and it wasn't fucking Graham.
Yeah.
It's out there. It's fucking the video's up. It's Jay telling Kevin to not have you on his fucking channel.
God damn. I actually thought I would never have thought of Jay as the guy behind this, to be honest with you. But
Well, no,
he
here,
does comment
to
though,
be
you know,
honest-
when you know that the doxing video came out where they thought that was that Indian guy. I saw that
Yeah,
comment, you know,
yeah.
like come out and play. And I think there's another dude now with the name Doc M,
Yeah.
and he kind of sounds like Jay, because you know that the
Doc MCW.
CW. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. CW is another one that's funding Bama, sending money to Bama.
Yeah.
I think he just did that to fuck with you guys. I still talk to CW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one really notices him, so it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Where is he at exactly? Is he
The
in
Middle
Dubai?
East somewhere.
Yeah, he's in Dubai
Yeah.
working on
Yeah,
systems.
I think he is. Yeah.
So, working on what?
Working on systems.
Oh, okay.
You know, flight
Computer
systems.
networking. Yeah. Oh,
Contracted military.
Hmm.
oh, interesting. Yeah. Want to be big shot. Interesting. Well, this is.
He's not that
fucking
bad. He's
nice.
actually not low light.
Yeah. But he's got a hard on for me and Aloe, though. He doesn't like
Not
us.
really. He just wants some sort of attention for his. He just wants to be noticed. That's all.
Oh,
Wouldn't even
right
worry
on.
about it.
Yeah, right on.
I'm sorry, but I just have to put it as it is, you know.
Gee.
It is what it is. What can I say?
That's funny shit. Well, like Ella was saying, you can always contact him through his Facebook or get through to him on message. And then if you want ever, when we go live, you go in the background. Once I see your name, just keep it like this. I'll know it's you and I won't say nothing.
Yeah.
We'll just wait till after the
Just
show.
come on with Terry or whatever.
Yeah,
Terry.
just state that name so I know who it is. Don't keep changing your name because I won't know. I may kick you off or whatever, thinking you're a troll or whatever.
But yeah, the last thing that I'll say is for him to get sued by that girl over a bit of name calling online and to get away with all of the serious criminal shit he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like even if the tinkering of that got through on the case,
It would be fucked.
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, it would be fucked then, yeah. It's just too bad that we'll never be able to talk to these people directly. I think it's a lack of money and probably also they feel ashamed, because usually some of these girls, they might even do this away from their parents, they sneak out and, it's exciting. There's this guy who invited us and the parents probably don't even know what's going on. That might be like a shame factor in it.
Remember,
Who knows?
Remember, Aloe, I told you a while back, a lot of these girls over there don't want to say nothing because saving face, they're embarrassed.
Yeah.
And
You know what Jay would also tell me? He'd say, would have girls over and fucking Barry would creep them out. They'd feel uncomfortable and want to leave, and he would have to spend hours trying to tell them that it's okay and trying to manipulate them to stay because Barry, just the presence of him, the girls got scared.
Yeah.
Well, that's understandable.
There's an angle.
They told me too much. They told me too much shit. I know it all. I know everything.
There's an angle in that TGIF clip where Ricky turns around, at the bar desk, and then he talks down to Barry from the side, and he really, when you look at the face, the skull, like the shape of it from the side, he really looks fucking weird. I mean, it's like really like from the side when he was like sitting there and then drinking his beer or whatever it was. When you go back there and you look at it, I mean, you never see that angle in any of his vlogs or live streams, and I feel like it's like almost like it's a very odd shape. Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, it's like and then
but
I don't know.
You know that Lord of the Rings, that fucking
the Smeagol. Yeah. That's why it fucking Faster calls him the Mantis or whatever that is.
Yeah, that's
he's got the one on Lord of the Rings, man. Fucking Bama side image with his hump sticking out. That motherfucker looks evil as fuck.
But I'm sure there's heaps of other shit. I just can't think of it right now. But there's heaps of other shit that I've been told, but I can't. You can't think of everything at once. I'll probably think about it in a few days or something, or a week's time. But,
well, like I said, yeah. Gogo, we're not going to go live and say it's you. It's cool, but if you're willing, we're cool with it.
Remember when we went live?
Gogo.
No. When we went live before Whiskey, everyone thought it was a fucking joke, right? Because you know what I mean? Because I have to half present it that way in order for it to get digested because it's so serious in nature, and because of that presentation, no one fucking believed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's just like, oh, Gogo, that stupid liar, the little gummy bear making up shit. No one believed any of it.
Yeah, but that's true. What you're saying is true. The people look at the messenger, not at the message. It's the package. I mean, if somebody else would have thrown me under the bus and said, Alo de Winter is Alan Fry and wouldn't be coming from Frank, I think the reaction would be a lot bigger. Let's say somebody like, I don't know. I mean, people don't really take Frank too seriously, but I know where you're going with this. They look at the messenger and the format, and if they hear it on a fucking live stream with with the hate crew or something like that, this is exactly one of the problems we had when it comes to JW, for instance. People just thought, okay, this is all made up. When we digged up his fucking criminal records and the shit. The family therapist wrote in those emails and all these ex-wives. When they were talking to some of our guys, their line of defense was, you know, you heard it from Aloe, and Aloe is the guy who just fabricates this shit. So I believe it probably might be the same when you do stuff like that, when you come out with stuff like that. They say, okay, it's just Gogo, the guy who, they focus basically more on your voice than on what you are saying, I guess.
Yeah, the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I 100%, you know, we're this channel I made up not to make money, AdSense or nothing. It's just to fuck with people and have fun, basically. And the last thing I heard about you, Gogo, is someone said you had a heart attack and died. There's so much shit. And then I remember someone exposed your voice. Did you set that up yourself?
You know, people think I use the voice to hide who I am, but I've always used the voice for marketing purposes. Like, that little gummy bear avatar and that, if I wanted to hide my voice, I wouldn't just use a picture. I'd go through a modulator as well. I wouldn't just picture only.
Yeah.
What do you use to hide your voice? I'm kind of curious.
Well, I'm not hiding my voice, but I'm just using picture.
Oh.
There's a software where you can change the...
I've never been in hiding. Like, I don't even use my VPN for this. I use it for other shit. I don't even use it for the community.
Yeah.
I mean, what have I got to hide? I've got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
VPN,
true.
people like Barry.
It's like me. If I get doxxed, I get doxxed. I've been saying that for years. I don't give a fuck because I don't have nothing to hide.
Well, I didn't agree what they did to Popeye, but what could I do about it? Jay wasn't going to fucking listen to me. He thinks he's the big shot, right? He thinks he knows best. I can suggest that.
But what do you mean by doing the shit that they did to Popeye? You know, like doxing him with the picture and stuff like that?
Yeah. Send everyone the emails of all Popeye shit and put it on the fucking Dark Angel account. I'm watching him do it.
Yeah.
Oh, can you explain to me? I've been wanting to ask.
You know the sad thing?
What had happened?
You know what the sad thing is? Jay did that to Popeye because I wouldn't deliver aloe to him and Graham through Matthew. So they went for the weaker one because that's all they could get their hands on. Because I wasn't going to work for them.
Can you answer this? Do you remember that day when I was going up on the show and shit, and they said that I was that New Jersey guy, and that picture that came up of him with the cam?
Yeah.
What's the deal on that? Did you hear anything? That's true?
Yeah, they used to laugh.
That wasn't me.
They used to laugh about it. Jay thought it was hilarious. That was pretty much Jay's doing.
Yeah.
In terms of what they really said about it, it's pretty much what you said. It wasn't you weren't a priority. They wanted aloe. They wanted aloe, and they couldn't have him. They wanted Popeye.
Interesting.
Did they react? Did they react to any of this Alan Frey stuff? Or they
Graham lost his temper at me when I wouldn't force, because it got to the point where Graham was forcing me to make Matthew do it, and I just wouldn't do it. And Graham got the shits with me over it because look, I didn't like you at the time, Aloe, but I had my lines.
Yeah.
Now remember, we used to argue all the time. You've got no lines, and I have lines.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah. See, so I saved your ass, Aloe, because of my line. Because of my line. Not saying you deserve it.
It's fucking funny.
Oh man. Oh dear. I mean, it's all fun and shits and giggles, but when you got someone running around, and you know, I've heard more specific things. I've given you like the more nice version.
I know, but I think
detail about those burns in terms of where they were done, to what body parts, and that to what region, and I've heard more sort of specifics from what the girl told Jay when she was crying.
Yeah.
What a scumbag.
Yeah, so it happened. What can you do about it? I mean, we can't do shit about it because the main person to testify would actually be Jay because he was there.
Yeah.
He was part of it.
And he
didn't commit.
Yeah, he won't do that.
Of course not. Of course not. And then the next one's Graham, and Graham's covering for Jay, and Graham's not going to say shit, even though Graham wasn't there. He was informed by Jay the very next day, but he's not going to say shit. So there's no witnesses.
you do realize by him doing that, he's just like aiding and abetting. It's the same thing. He's condoning it by not saying that.
Yeah, but we got to prove it, and those girls will never talk if we could find them.
Yeah.
We could even
Yeah,
fucking
no,
find them.
it's already a done deal. If they're not saying something now, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's also long ago, I guess. But I think there's a pattern there. I
Yeah.
think he's still doing that. It's just like we don't really know about it.
No, I know he's doing
And
it.
I believe
Yeah.
he's getting better at it to cover his tracks because obviously he must have learned a lesson or so. I mean, they don't change their behavior; they just change the way how they hide it.
All Barry shows on his live stream now is fucking cooking.
Yeah.
Everything else is
Yeah, I know.
hidden.
Yeah.
Well, remember I
Steak
told
race
you,
steak
Aloe?
you're gonna eat.
Remember, Aloe, I told you that you're only seeing about 10% of what he's
Yeah,
really doing.
yeah,
90% of it's evil.
Yeah.
It's evil.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Interesting. Well, thank you, Gogo. And it's good to actually hear your voice, man. I've for many years fucking hearing that high pitch shit. Fuck. The legend.
You got to go and watch Popeye's video. You hear my voice there.
Yeah, no, I.
Well, it's actually through him and one of his friends. But anyway, I knew about that ages ago.
Yeah.
Well, no, like I was saying, you're welcome to come in the back and we won't say nothing. Now I know who. Well, I was saying, message in the background. Hold on, we'll get off. And
yeah,
we'll
Ale, look, I don't know. And Whiskey, I don't know what information you're going to release, but Graham and Jay really only told me that sort of information, so they're probably going to trace it back to me pretty quickly.
Well, I'm not going to do anything about that. I mean, it's just like information that, we can't really, how should I say, we cannot really
use anything.
Yeah.
And they'll try to flag that straight away, yeah.
But it makes the flagging is one thing, but
you know what they'll do though? They'll select from the menu sexually explicit if you talk about anything with Barry and those girls.
Yeah. But the information itself is very valuable, I think, because it's kind of like a confirmation of a suspicion that we had, and it's just like, I believe that. I absolutely believe that.
Hello, I've been teasing BJ's. I mean,
when you're
Barry
calling
Jordan
the pedophile
about
and stuff like that,
calling him a pedophile. I haven't been long found.
You know what? What is kind of weird is that he is very sensitive about that. He's very sensitive about being called a pedophile, and he even made. I remember.
He made a death threat to me.
I would never do something like that. I'm not a sick motherfucker. It's like he's very convinced, and
okay, let me tell you something, Alan.
Say that, and then said, if you tell that to my face, a quote, huh? If you tell that to my face,
I'll kill you.
I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to kill you. I don't care. All right.
Just remember, guys, that's what Jay told me. Don't you think for a second that there's not more to tell? Think about what Jay hasn't told me.
Yeah. He must have witnessed a lot of shit there. I mean,
I think
imagine this. You are alone, you're with your buddy, you think he is kind of like you. Then there are girls, there's alcohol, and, the cams are not on, of course. And then, over the course of 3-4 months, shit just happens, Stuff happens. So, yeah.
Jesus. You know what? Remember that little discussion we had earlier, Adel?
Yeah.
We need to engage that. We need to engage it. But we'll talk later about that.
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually in it. It really confirms the thing that I also see is that Jay is getting more active. Graham all of a sudden is also on different live streams. He never actually says something to me, and I don't know. It's just like the community is coming back.
How did you find out? My channel? Just obvious or what? That's a stupid question.
Just obvious, yeah. There's a few channels, Baggy's channel as well. I don't watch everything, but I have an idea of sort of what's going on,
I have seen Gogo on Tony Hutchinson again. I was a little bit surprised, I must say, because I said, okay, he's back.
Yeah, but we tend not, like I said before, we have our own little group, and we don't really we don't really cover all this stuff. We will look at it and laugh, but we don't really get into it. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
wasn't Elo or Gogo didn't Ricky go after Tony? He fucking bashed him live, I thought, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, what was it that we put him again? The cut clubs for life or something like that?
Yeah, the cut clubs. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah.
Associating
Tony
with
hates that guy. He hates him.
yeah,
With passion.
yeah. Are you looking to revive your channel as well, Gogo? Like coming back and like open chat and open live streams? Are you thinking about that?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I did a stream the other day with Matthew and King Clowns. We're just playing around, talking a bit of games and that. But no, I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
in terms of actually going over the drama and stuff, probably not.
Yeah.
But you know, who knows? I don't want
Who
to say
knows? Yeah.
names. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
If I ever did, and you wanted to use me like you use whiskey, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. It's only going to get flagged anyway, and we all know who's going to do it. So
Yeah, I understand. Good, yeah.
Wow.
Good.
Wow. That's good. Well, thank you, Gogo. And you know how, to come in the back or whatever, I'll know your name if something comes up, It's been interesting.
Oh, there's more. I just can't think of it right now. There's a lot more.
Well,
I remember I was talking with these assholes for a few years there.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And up to all sorts. Anyway. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to piss off anyway.
Okay,
all
thanks
right,
for coming
thanks.
on, and let's stay in touch, okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay,
right,
cool. Bye-bye.
What do you think about that shit? Damn.
I see why we get along.
What'd you say?
I see why we are getting along, Whiskey.
Why is that?
Because we think very similar. We ask the same questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
tend to trust. I mean, not trust it. I tend to believe him, because if somebody would lie, he wouldn't say stuff like, "There is more," but I can't think of it. He's a little bit like confused, and like. But if I have more, I'm going to tell you. And everything that he said, based on the details, I remember that shit. I know what Wilkie told me, the guy who was actually the landlord back then. I remember, and I know Tony fucking hates Ricky. And I guess, that's good. Is a
Well, I do know that Gogo Bob, talked to me. How was it? I can't remember now, but back then he was telling me that I remember. He was trying to put me on, and we were talking, and he was saying that, we need to do this and this. He was always feeding me information about how he hated Obama. He fucking hated the stuff he was doing. He was trying to, get me egged on to go after him, and I did. I fucking hated that shit, and I was cornering him.